All right, check this out. Here it is, June the 17th, 2025. It's a Tuesday, and I just heard the train. I was in the house, I had the scanner turned on, and out here we're going by the trailer park. So Tessie knew what was going on, so she jumps in the truck real quick. Look at her right there, what a cute dog. We got a train coming. Let's watch that train, Tessie. Here we go. Start that video, son. Okay, we got a rock train coming. Westbound. Mount Orab, Ohio. Got some flat cars on here. Sweet. A storage car move. Now this is awesome. This is a long train. I can't see the end of it because of the trees. Hey, some tankers. This is a really good one today. Got some empty tankers that were in storage. You got a bunch of storage cars on here. This is awesome. Oh, there you go. That was a good one. All kinds of stuff on there. Storage tankers, storage flat cars. The gondola is overloaded with rock. So that train came from Plum Run. All the way out there at Plum Run past Peavine, Ohio. That's where that train originated. And today's a Tuesday, they're running westbound. Let's have a look at the rail before we go. Oh yeah, nice and shiny. Oh, I should have got it before the train came. See if there's any rust on it. Because that would be the first westbound of the week. Now we're going to go up to Williamsburg and get them going up the hill. This is going to be awesome. So here we go. Don't go away yet. The best part's coming. Uh-oh. Road construction again. I think I can still make it though. There we go. Oh no. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to go around. Road's closed. All right, check this out. I made it just in time. Got here just in time. Here comes the train. Gay Street in Williamsburg. On the hill. Coming up the hill. This is gonna be really cool. I hear them working. Wow, it got windy. That train really kicked the wind up. That was really awesome. Did you hear those locomotives? They were really working hard. That's a heavy train and a long one. We're on Gay Street in Williamsburg at the Leaning Towers of Williamsburg. This is a popular rail fanning location right here because they're right on the hill. The Leaning Towers of Williamsburg, this is a spot where they used to have the defect detector at milepost 33.0. I've shown it before, just up there past the second leaning tower. Let's have a look at the rail. Because you know that one shined it up. Look at there, look how shiny that is. All right, that worked out really good. I got lucky. Woo! I gotta remember those road closures. I totally forgot about it. Gotta remember that next time. Thanks for watching. Check out another video to help my channel out a little bit, because every view helps my channel. Coming to you from somewhere in Williamsburg, Ohio. But I'd wait, of course there's always more. Hey, guess what? I got some videos here I've never posted before. Got some trains that I filmed. I got tons of trains really that I've never posted, but here's a few more trains just to keep the video going, because a little 10-minute video is nothing. Let's make this thing at least 25 to 30 minutes long. So continue the video, son. Here we go. Some trains I never did post. were just flat out booking. What was the hurry? That was a good one. Had an open boxcar too. Always looking for some hobos. That was pretty awesome. See what else we can get into. All right, here we go. Got another one coming, northbound. That was a coal train. There's not a whole lot of coal trains on this line, so it's pretty neat to see that. And they were booking. What is the hurry? Gotta get somewhere really quick. Northbound. Have a close look at the truck crossing here and everything. There they go, way up that way. Just past milepost 20. And there's a defect detector at milepost 20 and at milepost 14. So there's quite a few defect detectors in this area. I also got one around 33. Well, let's see what else we can get into. I was trying to figure out which side is better for the sun, but it looks like it's pretty much the same on either side. It's like straight in the middle. Thanks for watching. All right, here comes the train on the super elevated track. Kind of a good view of that curve. Super elevated track right there. You can see the gates and everything. I was trying to show the gates and also the track. You can see it better when you're on the other side. Go up to that crossing and you can get a curve, get a train coming around that curve there really good. Anyways, that train was booked. I think it was train number 123, southbound. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's a close look at super elevated track. I hope this camera shows it. That outer rail is a little bit higher than the inside rail. If you're standing where I'm at, you can see it really good. Now the camera's gonna have a hard time picking that up. All right, so we got another train coming, a southbound Norfolk Southern, and I'm over here on the curve where you can see the elevation, the super elevation on the rails. The rail closest to me is a lot higher than that one on the right hand side. A little bit higher. Here comes the train. Look at that lean, you can see it right there. That's ethanol. They're loaded. Those springs are compressed pretty good. Ethanol. 1987 on the placard. There's the spacer car on the back. Those tanker trains like that always have spacer cars on the front and the back. When they go back the other direction, they got a spacer car between them and the locomotives. You can just barely see those gates going back up. There you go. Ethanol train southbound on the super elevated curves right here. It's kind of cool. They're a lot better if you go over in Crescent Springs. You can see it a lot better over there. A lot more elevation on the outside rail in Crescent Springs. But still, this is pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. We got another train. We'll come around this sharp curve here on a little bit of super elevated track. Looks like they're booking. This is northbound. Those are truck frames. like a brand new tanker on the back. Now that train had everything. That's the kind of train you want to get right there. All kinds of boxcars. And what about that second locomotive? I can't wait to look back at that. A slug or something in there. Had a DPU. And here's the curve. Another look at that. A couple sharp curves here. Yeah, that was a good train. Thanks for watching. Hey, check this out, folks. We got a CSX train coming. This is a southbound. Finally got one on the CSX line. Might be intermodal. There she goes, going from Cincinnati to Louisville. And in about 2.5 to 3 hours, that train will be doing street running in LaGrange. That was a nice surprise. You might be able to see the signal lit up down there, right where the back of the train is. Gates are going back up. There you go. All right, thanks for watching. And the Norfolk Southern track is right over there. All right, so I just came out of Baumgart's and got a bunch of stuff for the horse here. I got some different kinds of feed to try for him. And now we did try deworming him. That didn't really seem to be the issue. But I've got this big 16% protein tub right there on top, plus some performance food for older horses and some other stuff to try. I just can't figure out why the horse is so skinny right now. My neighbor who has horses came and looked at him and he made some recommendations. We tried the deworming thing and like I said, that didn't do any good. I tried this tub here. Couldn't get a vet to come out. I called 4 different vets and they're not taking new customers. So until I can figure out how to get a vet out here, I'm gonna keep trying different stuff. But the horse is 25 years old. So my neighbor who has about a dozen horses thinks that that's the issue. He's just so old. He's just not putting on weight. When I'm trying the best hay, 2 different kinds of hay. I feed him grain every day. He's got all the grass he can eat in the pasture. And he's just skinny. So it's probably just because of his old age, but we're gonna try this stuff and see what happens. Hey, they tell me I need to check out the displays inside here. Well, I'm going to check it out. Let's have a look here.